What is going on, you lot? Midi here. I know it's crazy. I'm doing more Survivor videos. Who would have thought it? This time with Annie. So Annie's ability actually got fixed, which buffs the damage of anyone using ranged weapons, was actually glitched for a long while. And finally, it has been fixed, which begs the question, how good is Annie currently? And I think she's quite good. You've got a schemer currently, which is really popular. Everyone is being him. I do think leaders are still really meta, especially if you don't want to be possessed a lot. As long as you put a few points into your fear resistant, you're normally fine. I do recommend only playing Annie if there is at least one other hunter on the team. Maybe if you go 2 leaders, then yeah, sure. I mean, she does okay range damage, especially if there's 2 hunters, but you know, at least let there be one. Otherwise, you know, her ability pretty much goes to waste. For you new survivors who don't know what Annie actually does, she has an ability, and when you activate this, you increase the range damage from Annie and any teammates who are near her. You get 30% increased damage, lasts for 15 seconds, and the cooldown's 45, so it's not actually a very long cooldown for an ability. She also has an aura that increases everyone's range damage. It goes to 25%, which is really nice, and if you prestige her once, that's 30%, which is pretty good. Another interesting thing is she has Haymaker, so attacks by you and your teammates cause more damage to the balance bar of basic units. There are people out there that think balance bar is really bad. I do understand it a little bit, especially when you're getting harassed early on. If you've got like a warrior with you that's built into balance bar, and Annie definitely stun the basic units, you know, get the harassment off you a little bit. Whether it is completely meta, well, you guys can decide that, I guess. And of course, her other ability, which is exactly like Haymaker, you just do extra balance bar to the elite units. You do 60% extra balance bar damage to boss units. If the demon hits 20, he can just max out his boss, and it's going to take no balance bar at all. But it's good for the elites and the basics, for the early game and the book. Build is just maintaining deep pockets, having industrial strength on, so you're a little bit more tanky. Artful dodger. Now, I do have great influence, and the reason I have this maxed out is because hunters get out of your range a lot. Unlike Arthur, you know, where you're all going to be clumped up together, hunters naturally are more distant apart. So I do max this out. Maybe you could take 1 point out of this if you really wanted to, and, you know, put it into whatever you see fit. There are a lot of leaders now that run fast forward as well, which is really good against Baal. And you could go down another route of taking deep pockets off, maybe taking a few points out of great influence, max out your fear instead. If you wanted to take points out of certain things, you know, max out the fear like that. But this is just my current range build with her if you want to be doing as much damage as the hunters and you can land your shots properly. And I'm going to recommend the hunting rifle is probably one of the best weapons on Annie. A lot of balance bar, and it used to be absolutely broken back in the day, if you guys remember. Come on, you OGs, if you remember that, let me know. More or less, that is a build with Annie. And guys, the gameplay is so freaking good, right? Before I went into the Annie game, I was recording stuff with the puppeteer. I had a Ruby in my game, you know, pinging the flashlight, being annoying. They get into the car, they both crash into each other. Ruby basically just ruins the whole entire game, ends up rage quitting. Maybe I'll use the gameplay in a later date. What? The next game I went into with Annie, the support Ash was on my team. And he was like, yo, Midi, massive fan. I was like, man, I love you. I said to him, we're going to do it. We're going to see how far we get against Baal. But you guys are going to love the gameplay. As always, leave a like on the video, support the channel out. Let's go. Right, lads, let's do it. Oh, look at that. Submachine gun right off the bat. I will take it. Annie against Baal. Let's actually do it. Who have we got on the team? We've got a support Ash. We've got an Ed. We've got a Henry.
Yo, Midi, I love your videos, man.
No, I love you! Right, I need to plug in my mic and tell this guy. Alright, there we go. We're back. We're actually back. Right, that's next my piece. Now, guys, it is really awkward on my setup. I think Xbox is the only console that makes it so hard to record game chat. It will record the game chat when my game headset is not plugged in. It's like I've got a microphone that's plugged into my PC. The Elgato's on my Xbox. It goes to my PC. But if I have a microphone that I'm using to talk in-game, it won't pick up anyone's voice. If I take that headset out and I'm, you know, just using a PC headset and listening through OBS, like recording software, then I can hear them. I don't know, it's odd. I had to tell old broski boy that I love him, you know. But don't worry, we listen to the pings. We got this. Even though it's Baal. Wasn't too sure what the other 2 dudes were doing, but look. Second map piece. Harry's house is the last. He's looting up here. Okay, cool. Right. The only problem is I don't have that much pink F bottles. With Annie, I feel like just because I am the only leader, put a few more points into my fear resistance, really. This. Oh! How me? Look, am I the only one that just loves slapping them meat sacks about with that damn hammer? Epic crate here as well. Let's go. Lost photo. No, thank you. Sorry, guys. I'm not MLG enough. I'm pointing to the stam, and I'm going to max out the fear just in case he finds us early. Not sure if what the other 2 dudes are doing. Do they get the next map piece? I think Henry actually was rushing the map pieces, which makes sense. A lot of the time when I see someone on another console and they're not prestiged, I always think about the worst thing. Always like, we're in trouble, lad. But look, not even I'm prestige, so I can't talk. Maybe people think the same way about me. Stick with support Ash though. We're going to do a 2 for 2 here. And I'm keeping my eyes on their health. The only problem when you're kind of splitting off like this to look for loot and stuff is if the demon goes on Henry and Ed right now, they're kind of in trouble. Unless they use their own shems to heal. Yeah, loot this room. Some good stuff in here. Take any ammo.
The final piece
I guess I need to switch weapon here.
Making the map whole again.
I mean, look, we love the SMG though. I'm glad they actually are putting in interesting weapons in the game that are fun to use. I'm going to take the amulet. I'll take it for now. Right. Nice one. Them two up there have done the objective, which is good. Oh, I just see Ed's health there. We need to get to him right now, though. We got to go there. When people are not communicating with you, you just kind of have to go off things like that. Watch their health. Ed's being probably bullied by the demon right now. And the ball is painful. He's into a possession loop. Right, he's possessing a Henry. I'm going to actually start point, you know. It is a risky take here. But I'm going to start point in the hopes that the demon just leaves them alone and comes to me instead. Hopefully support Ash maybe moves over to them in the car. But now I'll start point. Go. And don't forget as well, we've got a few points. Kids. There we go. Okay, support Ash is with me. I'm hoping that he actually goes over there with them. We've got kind of lucky with this point because this is a well-lit area. You can just kind of stay here and hope for the best. But now any time that them two waste with demon is good. Means as long as we survive on this point, we are fine. Oh, do you know what? Is this going to be enough to max my fear? No, it ain't. It'd be so close. If I had one more point in my fear there, it'd be a result. Shemps, lovely. Okay. So when you are on point, you can stay in these well-lit areas like this. I mean, this is kind of a little vaulting spot. Normally, you're going to kind of test the demon if he comes over here. Still going for the Ed though. I mean, think about it. He's got to kill the Ed, then he's got to get the Henry. By the time he does that, we've already got point. As long as they go back for their loot if they die. That's a pistol ammo, legend. Thank you very much, my broski. He broski. Right, Ed's down. It's not the most conventional way to play, but if people are playing it and new, sometimes this is how I've got to adapt to it, you know. Get the point done. They're going to get revived. It's fine as long as they go back for their stuff. I feel like with Ball, a lot of the time, this is what you got to do. You've got to do these objectives. But there's a lot of time that people waste fighting him early on. Doing a good job there, boys. Just keep dodging. He should come over here. Yep, finally here now. Okay. Not placing proxy traps. Fine with that. Unless that was an actual trap. You can't tell, can you? Oh, okay, he's trapped. Yep. I fear, no! Drop my weapon here. Do not want to kill the support Ash. I mean, this is without me putting points into my fear resistance, but you can tell the difference it makes here. Use mass paranoia. Support Ash is trying to get through the window. Oh, can he? Right, we need to help him here. Wait, ability. Just go. He's got a bit of breathing space. He just got a heal in there. It was lovely. You know what? I should actually be out here. Jump through the window there to open. Got a heal in. Lovely. Good job. We get the balance bar on the unit. One more. Go into the cutscene. Should protect. Units. Mate, the mass paranoia when there's loads of mobs actually does do for you a little bit. Because we're near this well-lit area. He needs to land a jump scare here. We've got point now. You know what I mean? Now them other two are looting while we're doing this. Boom. First point done. So hopefully the other two dudes can meet up with us now. Nice. Ability there. I'm going to drop in a cola. He'd use a few here. It was a little bit risky when my fear went up to the top. I got scared there. I thought he was going to honestly possess. Take the hunting rifle. Such a good weapon on Annie.
Stay close and hold your
Max out the fear and 1 point into my stamina. You know, I could go damage here. I'm playing it a bit more tactically. We need a vehicle now. We need to try and get over to him if we can. Oh, there's a car right here. Right, they're starting objective. I didn't even notice. Oh, my bad. Right. Hey, what? Wait, I didn't know that. So the mass paranoia reached all the way from where they are to here.
Light is good.
I don't know if that's normal and intentional. Just took a shot at support Asher. We need to get to them as quickly as possible, though, because they've started point. You know what I mean? You can't be wasting any time. A lot of new survivors, you know, you'd go around and loot. No. Straight to the next point. Especially if they're on it. At any moment, they both could die there and be in trouble. Oh, that did look like a code on his body, yeah. Go. Go. We might just be able to get there in time. Depends if Ed can last long enough here. He might go down, you know. Oh, no. Good. Fine, keep going. Next car. Give us a few here. RNG's in our favour there. They're both down here. Oh, it's a little bit painful. We're in a tricky sitch. This is going to be quite hard to do. My idea, and I've got no comms on the support Ash, is maybe tell him to focus the objective and I go for the revives. There's an auto quite close by. Leave car. No need. Probably, I was actually going to get a shot off that just to waste his infernal energy. Instability there, it's fine. Okay. This is what you'll be careful of. It's that basic. Oh, obviously doing damage on him. Right, let's see what Sport Ash can do. I want to get rid of this one unit. You got to remember, when point is not on, he's not going to have as much infernal energy. Go for the souls here. Right, Sport Ash. Just need to hold on a little bit. I'm going to get the revive on both of them and start this point. This car goes. Oh, we good? Oh! Do it. Fine, there's another one. Mate. RNG on the cars. Let's go. We could go to the altar. If Demon's smart, he's going to probably... Well, he can't possess me. He needs to get a jump scare, and he's got to be quick. Oh! No, he's too late. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. And Sport Ash is starting point here. Come on, boys. We just got to go. Straight to next point now. That's it. Straight to that point. Come on, Henry. I mean, it's not even that far, but come on. Let's go. And Support Ash started point as well, which is brilliant. His fear's gone up, though. We need to get on point. Use the ability there. No, he's fine. Let's go. Activate ability. Get some shots off on the elite. Flash ammo.
Something that could be critical.
Inventory screens quite heavy sometimes. There we go, look. Straight away though, with a balance bar, that's what I'm saying. Henry's obviously spec'd into it, he's got a staff. You coming for me, boy? And for the hunters. This is what a lot of players will do. Sometimes if the hunters are not good at dodging, they're normally the first to go down. He's got him pinned in the corner here, come on boys, get him out. Nice. Doing good, man. So freaking good. It was a kind of a little bit of a comeback there. Ooh, weren't sure that was. Another good reason why the hunting rifle is so good. Boot people out of possession so easily with it. And you can snipe bosses and fluters. Speaking of Ozzy. Let's watch him. I'll try and get the grab. No, he's going for the AoE. So, try and get easy headshots there. Nice. This is balance bar gone down. He's not maxed out your boss. There we go. That's what I'm saying though. The reasons that I put points into the boss balance bar is because if you pull him out early, that's what happens. Going for the elites here, trying to clear points. Dodged shot with head. Oh, look at that shot, mate. That was a snipe right there. And again. Instant knockouts. I just think on hunters or maybe Annie. Go for me. No, he's not going for the head. Try and pin him in corner again. Go for the old sledge. That's wonders. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying with people. The balance bar is knocking the unit out. That's point done. How many people just underrate balance bar?
And most powerful artifacts in
so lever action. I don't actually want to switch this. Lever action, you burn through the ammo. I have no more ammo for you, bro. You might as well.
Both the lost pages and the Kandarian dagger have been collected. Now, prepare
If you've got long ammo, I mean, I'm actually going to go for range damage here.
Something you should see here.
Ammo. I don't really want to take the lever action. I'm hoping one of you guys can take it instead. Henry, maybe? No.
There's safety in the light.
Nope. Oh, Ash. Let's go. Get the vehicle and just go straight to the dark ones. It's not too far. Oh my god, I thought Demon was there for some reason. Go, boys. Run up to the delay time. Alright, Demon's here. Fine. Can't really go anywhere here. Pinned. There we go. I think these trucks have the most health.
We need to work together on
They're
the
always
objective.
a better shout to take. The faster cars are good. Against Baal, though, you can just catch up and flip them. I'm not sure what the other two are doing, to be honest with you. I mean, if they want to buy a bit of time, they can do that.
We're wasting time. We've got an objective.
Open Sport Ash knows what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take the car to pick him up. Yep, he has. Good. See what I mean? Some people just know. They know what you're doing. Experienced players. Really glad he actually understood that. Now I can actually go over and pick him up and bring him to the Dark Ones. Again, this is a risky play because if Baal actually finds Support Ash, he will down him very quick. Okay, they've all got cars. Fair enough. We need to go straight back to Support Ash then. Let's go, mate. Solo queue, man. Some things in solo queue just synergize so freaking well. Everything just plays perfectly. I honestly thought they got trapped by Schema. Support Ash is already getting the Dark Ones down. Oh, it's the cornfields. I hate the cornfields.
Just follow me.
Just find it so much harder to hit units. Tell these guys to come over here really quickly. We're here, get everyone's fear down, and then we can just start the dark ones again. Yep, these guys have got the right idea. Very good. See, they're not too bad. I think if they were really new at the game, they wouldn't have a clue what I was trying to do. Here we go. Oh, okay. Maybe the Henry has no idea. That's fine. Here we go. The Henry gets possessed anyway, ain't too bothered. I can just boot him out. Normally the Ed is a little bit more tricky. Blunderbuss can do damage. Ooh. Oh, got mixed up. I thought they were about to throw a fireball at me. I'll dodge these units here. Come on, get that down. Go. Just keeping my eye on the units here. I want any of these guys going down. I'll drop one more Shemps for them if they want it. Maybe the Henry can take. If you guys don't know this, not sure what it's like on PC. If you rotate on a spot while doing the dark ones, they won't hit you with a fireball. Activate ability here. Oh, we're doing naughty numbers. A little bit late there. I think he got 1 tick of damage. Get rid of the boss. Right, he's putting him onto book stage. This is kind of perfect. This is perfect. He dropped boss as well. Now we've got to see what his book game's like. Straight away he's on book. And boys, we got this. Just trying to clear the AIs out just so he can't repossess them. There we go. Balance one's gone. No ammo, I don't think, bro. Sorry to say. We should have took the lever action. If he had more ammo, fine. Come out. Drop one more cola here. What's he going for? Another bait? Oh, he's going for basics. Okay. I mean, the basics do quite good damage on book. As long as they don't get knocked out straight away. Watch the health. Oh my god, that health. Balance bar. Balance bar coming to clutch there.
I've discovered
Shield. There we go, that's fine. Activate ability again if we want. Ed's still got ammo. Or if he does. Just going for that melee damage with the balance bar. Nice. Oh, we got it, boys. We got it. He's not even got it halfway yet. Minute in. But you see what I mean, though? The book damage ain't bad. Not sure if it's better to use the elites or the basics or mixture between the two. This unit quickly. Here we go. I think Ed's out of ammo here, and I'm almost 2. What damage though? Come on. Just reload speed with the hunting rifle. It's painful. That's paranoia. I'm sure he's took here. He took. What the? Ed's doing it. Did you see that? Simple Ash turned into Ed doing his ability. That's thank. Oh, dodge that. Trying to get in the way of the elite a little bit. Oh, dodge just hits 2. One more shot off. It's the balance bar. It's down again. How can you say balance bar is not good, guys? It is good. There we go. He ain't getting book here. He ain't got the damage to do it. There we go. Boys, let's go. Emery must be spec'd a little bit into the balance bar too. And for the jump scare, pointless. That's it, mate. That is it. I think balance bar is so good on ball, honestly. But Annie, it's been a while since I've used her. I'm not sure what my damage numbers are going to be if I beat the other hunters or not. I think the damage is not going to be too high because we didn't really do much on first point, did we? We got... Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, that was an awesome game, man. Sport Ash knew what to do. I knew what to do. That's the thing with solo queue. Remember, if you're a solo queue player, add the players that are good. Collect them all. You've got your own collection of good players. GG.